Hello, dear friends. The world would not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch and do nothing. According to Orwell, in quotes, war is peace, freedom is slavery, and ignorance is strength. Opinion piece. The greatest challenge. World on fire. Everything is happening. Insanity does have a cure. Politics is an organized fraud. You won't miss another garden. Is the world a madhouse? There is more positive energy than negative. Let's start. We are witnessing the greatest paradigm shift that the universe has ever experienced, according to Keshe. He adds that humankind has the attention of many civilizations right now. They observe and help in many ways. The Earth would have perished long ago without their support. The hierarchy of this universe does not allow this. Another garden will not be lost, as happened before. A social paradigm shift is a profound transformation in the way a society views the world, the values, beliefs, practices, and norms that guide people's behavior, and has a long term impact on culture and the way of life of that society. It represents a profound alteration in the worldview, and this includes changes in morals, ethics, and the perception of what is acceptable. It can manifest itself in the way people interact with each other, in how society is organized, and in the decisions made in areas such as politics, economics, science, technology, and culture. Decay. For thousands of years, humankind continued its descent into the lower realms until many reached the lower subplanes of 3D. This happened because of two things: lack of love and abundance of fear. It's clear why this developed, how things got to this point. Dark entities, mostly of non human origin, played very well, controlling the human collective on many levels, while the masters worked behind the scenes. Since the fall of Atlantis, everything possible was done to keep humankind not only enslaved, but also in the darkest mindset possible. Some of this was done by the will of the participants, while some was done against the free will of many. If you read or listen to messages from higher dimensions, they will tell you that everything was done with prior agreement. However, I do not believe that that is the whole truth. The controller's greatest fear is a human being becoming a realized creator, awakening to the true divine origins of him. Furthermore, human beings will be more open when they know and accept that the fact that they are not alone in this universe, as we have friends and family in the stars. We are descendants of these galactic beings from Lyra, Sirius, Andromeda, the Pleiades, etc. Regeneration. The energy of the galactic center that has flooded the Earth for many decades continued to increase in intensity and has changed the path of humankind away from a destructive path towards a peaceful future. With these new energies come new alignments of the stellar bodies, downloading of templates, higher DNA activations, expansion of consciousness, and recall of natural abilities such as telepathy, healing, teleportation, etc. The revelation of higher truths, including the existence of visitors from the stars, the origins of humankind, advanced technologies, and where this world is headed, will receive greater attention in the coming months, with a much larger audience. The flux of photonic light from the great central sun is only increasing. This is affecting everything on Earth, including those who seem to be most asleep, and their souls is pushing them to wake up. It is time for humankind to rise up with Mother Earth and shift to the reality of paradise, a world where light, love, peace, abundance, and unity are the dominant energies. You have a universe of powerful angelic beings waiting for you to ask for help with earthly problems. Archangels, Elohim, ascended masters, billions of positive visitors, and more. If you need their help, take a few minutes to pray, radiate your light, and make this world shine. Craziness. According to Peter B. Mayer, the world has become a madhouse, but society sleeps too much to realize the madness. Just like crazy dreams are never questioned, people never even question their lives. The implications of sleepwalking are clear. The dark side would have an advantage with billions of sleeping people, because those people are easy to control. Your conscious soul is in a mental prison, trapped by time, work, and energy. They have little to no free will because they have lost consciousness. Since 2021, we have been in this transition process. Humankind, humankind is moving towards higher consciousness, and there is now more positive energy than negative energy on planet Earth. For centuries, we have operated from an old negative consciousness of war, violence, cruelty, and need for power. This is changing now. Change may seem slow, but the truth is that humankind is changing towards peace, cooperation, and togetherness and unity. These are powerful forces at work in and out the world, and Jordan Maxwell explained this very well before he passed away. His work fascinated the public for decades on the subject of secret societies and related symbols. Given how quickly events change today, he explains the true role that hidden religious agendas play in our war-torn modern world. It is important that everyone tries to stay as informed, positive, and optimistic as possible. But too many people continue to watch the wrong source every night, which shows realities based on anger, fear, and reputation. In today's world, free trade and expansion of gold and other precious metals is considered a positive concept. In an increasingly globalized society, the free and open exchange of goods strengthens the global economy. Reset news. Everything is happening. It seems that the truth is slowly dripping out and the nonsense does not prevail as the sick people expected. The good side is winning. It seems that the trickle is going slowly, and there would be a few more weeks, but it seems that this is a slow decline of everything to wake people up to the madness. Wolverine revealed that the Rodriguez Trust would administer a universal basic income for citizens of all countries that comply with the GSORA program. The amount per individual or family will depend on status, needs, level of employment, and age of the person, and would work to encourage people to work. It is not intended to subsidize the lazy, but rather those who cannot work. Economy. The IMF estimates that inflation will remain high until 2025. The World Bank warns of slow growth and high inflation. According to Goldilocks, the UN recommends that central banks reconsider the 2% inflation target to avoid a recession. He adds that there are no dates, but the changes are seen so that everything begins to happen. Charlie Watt believes that everything would happen on a Friday, but does not reveal a date. The Basel Committee on Banking Supervision presented a report on the implementation of Basel III, showing the progress of Singapore, South Korea, Japan, Australia, Indonesia, and India. The cap on Russian oil is leaking, putting deactivate the Western weapon in a few months. Opinions. We have reached the terminal phase of the largest debt spiral in the history of the human species, according to Michael Snyder. We are headed for a crash, followed by a new system, according to Neil McCoy Ward. X22 report. Everything is about to change. Fasten your seatbelt. This is the final battle. He adds that the push for green energy is collapsing while the economy is in crisis. Europe. EU auditors note an increasing mistakes in community spending for the third consecutive year. Tax pressure skyrockets the UK. Portugal will eliminate the tax exemption for foreign residents. Greece and Malta are now favorites for their golden visa. Andalusia is the second Spanish region with the least taxes after Madrid. The price of extra virgin olive oil shoots up to 75% in 1 month. Is the future of Spain becoming an Iberian federation? That's what the prophecies say. France will begin the withdrawal of troops from Niger in a week. The Synod of Bishops does not address female priesthood in its first session. USA. Trump says he is ready to accept the presidency of the House of Representatives. Biden's dog removed for beating several people. Venezuela agrees with the US to repatriate its immigrants. The US will begin to deport Venezuelan immigrants to their country. Americas. The Mexican economy will grow 3.2% in 2023, according to the World Bank. AMLO affirms that reinforcing the war with Mexico would be a setback. Argentina achieves an energy surplus and aims for self-sufficiency. Argentina hosts the 5th World Mental Health Summit. The president of Chile announces the construction of a desalination plant in a dry area. A massive blackout affects several provinces in Ecuador. Venezuela issues an arrest warrant against the opposition Guaidó. Vietnam Mercosur's gateway to Southeast Asia. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.